And yeah, so here's your first look at, well, my first look at.
Usually, before I go shaking my tits for the press, I like to go see how the professionals do it.
Oh yeah.
Some might say the chief of police has no business in an institution like this. But in fact, it's the quietest and safest place in town. You won't run into any reporters, nobody gets into any fights, nobody drinks too much, nobody even raises their voice. The place is owned by an elderly gentleman who knows how to keep things under control. That's why I never invite my friends here. I wanted to make an exception for my 60th birthday, but most of my colleagues are young enough to be my sons, and they'd rather just hire prostitutes. Why stare at some boobs when you can take the whole package for yourself?
That's what I'm saying.
But there's none of that in our club. Even looking too long is considered indecent. You can get an occasional glimpse, like by accident. The rest of the time you just pretend that you're immersed in conversation, or just come by for a drink. Doesn't mean these gentlemen wouldn't want their bald heads smothered in tits. It's just that nobody says it out loud.
Of course I would like my bald head smothered
My
in
younger
tits.
colleagues might call it hypocrisy, but I call it the good old-fashioned manners. Good manners and leave the rest unsaid. She agrees to unbutton her blouse, and we agree not to pay too much attention. The girls are on a quiet prowl, too. They're looking for a way out of their cramped rooms. Maybe make friends with some wealthy patron with a pacemaker and dentures. Everybody wants something. But we have to control ourselves, or we'll all turn into libertines and prostitutes. Hell, if there weren't any rules, I'd be belching and farting, jumping up on the table, arms held high, yelling, "Shake it, baby!"
That's not what you're supposed to do?
No idea how I got so barbaric.
Space Frogs, thanks for the sub love, a dub man. Appreciate it, buddy. How are you? Hope you're doing well. What's up, Jay? How's it going there, Changon? All right. Quite the intro right there. Anybody not want tits on their bald head? I think, like, you say that, but it's like, ooh. But I agree. Why spend a bunch of money on a freaking strip club when you can take home the whole package? Not quite sure the thought process there. Confirmed Limpy is a barbarian. Yes, it's very true. Alright, a new game. Day 1. July 15th. Monday. Mayor Rogers sex meeting. City Hall confirms rumors of Jack Boyd resignation. Mark War 2 to be shown in Freebug the day before the worldwide premiere by the mayor's personal request. Get to work. Let's do this. Fire up that hoopty.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away.
Your father's a liar.
Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am.
And who is that?
The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher.
Gotta set up the backstory, man.
This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. but even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them.
So Pandora, what you're saying is you'd like to see some action.
I learned
mixed
a
in with
long
all
time
these
ago how to
pieces.
drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
Oh. Good morning. Alright, yesterday the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? What's the difference? What does it matter whether it came as a surprise? My business is my own. Do you already know the name of your successor? Who cares? She'd just be an asshole the entire time. Most likely be one of my current employees. For the recent corruption scandal, your deputy Francis Kendrick said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would that change his mind? Who cares? Sounds possible if he thinks the new office would help him serve the city a little. Can we go back? We can't. No, we can't go back. What kind of bullshit is that? Kendrick was acquitted. Many still believe that the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about that? Bullshit! Excuse me, but that's a pile of horse shit. The mafia and the police working together. Maybe they're in cahoots with the aliens. The mafia are a bunch of low-life criminals. How about someone ask a real question? Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? Wait. Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? How should I know? So you think my personal relationship with that guy could be the reason for my retirement? How should I know? What does acquitted mean? Essentially, found not guilty of charges. Definitely not. It's not possible. Mayor Rogers is a true professional, and he makes his decisions carefully. There's no place in our jobs for hard feelings. I think that's supposed to for his retirement. I think that's screwed up. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
How's the back today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
Give me the pills! Year is this? Who still smokes inside?
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark. Mayor Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You You ran away so quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough, I won't be here at all.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon.
Dick.
180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me.
What's up, Cheese Fox?
I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
I'll do my best.
And quit smoking at the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
Cronies! Ooh! J Pimp's missing the big old booties.
I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Look at that sweet
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Only assholes join the mafia. Civil servants' wages won't be raised this year. Cleanness? Okay. Of city streets increased by 20%. Alright, let's get that hoopty rolling. Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts.
What's up, Mr. D? How you doing,
My
bud? What's up,
deputy,
Domzors?
Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Alright. Would you like to receive tips about how the game works? There's a game here? I thought we were just watching a movie. Alright. I'm a 60-year-old police chief, a few months away from retirement. I don't need anyone telling me how to do my job. Show me what you got. Nice, Mr. D. Congrats, bud. Alright, Freeman PD organizes upcoming work assignments into shifts for today and tomorrow. Every shift, officers respond to crimes in progress, and the detectives continue their investigations. You can freely move employees between shifts. Okay. All officer detectives possess several important characteristics. Professionalism shows the overall efficiency level of your policeman. I'm guessing this is your professionalism. A figure around 150 is considered average. Any policeman who falls short of this mark is not entirely reliable, while those whose professionalism is considerably higher than average are a safe bet even in a pinch. An individual's level of professionalism may rise and fall over the course of their career. Okay. And they got energy level. Energy shows how tired your policemen are. The less energy your people have, the less reliable their work. And a policeman who is exhausted might fall asleep at the wheel or make a critical error on the job. Your employees lose 1 point of energy after each working day and restore 1 point after each day of rest. Okay. So you can't be a slave driver. Bill Tough, what's up, man? Your employees don't tell you everything. Some additional characteristics are hidden from view. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason they can think of to take a day off, while others like to drink too much. You can only guess about these things, but you should be able to draw your own conclusions based on the behavior of your employees. Oh, so we got to pay attention to these guys? We got to micromanage these guys. Ugh. All right. So we got a couple of looks like we got 3 detectives. We got some rooks. Why? So old lady Price is super unreliable. All right, old lady Price. What type of suicide mission can we send old lady Price on? Ooh, we got SWAT. The one third from the left looks like a pedophile. The little that little look to them. Alright, responding to calls is the bread and butter of police work. You'll need to send your officers to the crime scene before the timer expires. A mark on the map shows where the call came from. The farther away the destination is from the police station, the longer it will take for your officers to travel back and forth. So the longer your people will be tied up and unavailable for upcoming work. Oh, nice, Bill Top. Sounds fun, man. Hit and run. What do we got? The easiest way to determine how difficult a task is to check how many units you are allowed to send on the call. The more units you can send, the more serious the alleged threat. Particularly risky missions give you the option of sending SWAT, but they must be accompanied by at least 1 officer. Alright? The number of slots is not the only thing to consider. Any available information from the location of the crime scene to the presence of a weapon and so on. All of this can tell you how seriously each case should be taken. A mission may look simple at first glance until it turns out to be a brutal meat grinder, where a serious call can come in which turns out to be a false alarm. Gotta say, the music is pretty good so far. Old Lady Price enjoys quilting and shaking down dealers for her cut. Alright, hit and run. A married couple exited a convenience store and saw a van in the parking lot back over a homeless man. Jesus Christ. The driver jumped out to help, but once he saw that he'd hit a bum, he got back in the van and quickly drove away. Alright, let's send Old Lady Price. And let's go with Purdy. The child molester and the old lady. What's up, Grey Tower? How are you, man? Woo! 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 What we got here? Crime in progress. Last picture show theater. Theater manager reports during a show of Citizen Kane, a drunk man attempted to force his way into the theater carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. When he was denied entry, he violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with the theater security. I think we'll send Tsubaki, because, you know, she knows Kung Fu, and Austin on this one.
She's just a dancing queen. Fit for a king. Swing, sweet ginger, swing, sweet ginger green.
Oh shit! Hit and run report. Alright. When everything goes well, the police capture the criminals and nobody dies. But the truth is, sometimes the criminals manage to escape. Just try to avoid any dead cops or civilians. Dead cops will hurt your roster, and dead civilians bother the mayor even more than living ones. Fender escaped. What the fuck is wrong with the Old Lady Price? Put a cap in his ass. God damn it. Old Lady Price. What the fuck? Guess I need to start sending some more reliable officers with these people. Alright, ooh, an armed robbery. 3 teenagers armed with a shotgun robbed a videotape store and made off with their whole collection of adult movies. Really? What year are we in? Who goes and robs a store for their freaking VHS collection? Criminals fled in a car, but store manager wrote down the car's license plate. The owner is one Janet Brown, who lives in the burbs. Alright, we're going in big. We're going in hard. What we got? Fight. Johnson, Jurgen, and Kat's law firm. A brother and sister clashed with each other over their deceased father's will. According to one of the lawyers, we don't dare separate them. Our security guard is off duty tonight. Off duty. Alright. Let's try it. Purdy and Old Lady Price. Old Lady Price, because she's gonna give, she's gonna give some old lady wisdom to brother and sister. Calm down, everybody. Calm down. Listen, your father just passed away because I poisoned his. Because I beat him with a nightstick. No, because. Anyways, calm down. The best officer's chasing porn thieves. Damn right, Rabbitus. That's important shit right there, man. What we got over here? An assault in the ghetto. Passerby saw some teenager attack an elderly musician, then run away with his guitar and his money. Alright. Go get it.
Officer on scene.
Alright, armed robbery suburb. When your cops aren't sure how to proceed, they might contact you and ask you how to handle the situation. Try to deal with whatever comes up, but don't waste all of your time on this stuff. You have plenty of other problems on your plate. Alright, the vehicle in question is parked right outside the Brown residence. The sounds of moaning and loud laughter can be heard throughout the living room. It's because they're in there fucking jerking off. Merle, what's up? How are you, Merle? Sneak into the house through an open window, turn on the siren and loudspeaker and shout the house is surrounded, knock on the door, open up the police. I feel this one's going to get me shot. Should we go ninja-like even? Ninja-like even! Boom! Got your ass. Return that porn stash, motherfucker. Fender caught. Officers unharmed. Old Lady Price, moving on up. See, I told you. You had to send the old lady to deal with the kids arguing. Can't run with your pants down? This is very true. Nobody move. Nobody gets hurt. Alright, they're back. What do we got? Fender escaped. You guys suck! What's wrong with you? Dude, I swear to God, like, I think my cops don't care about these bums. Bum gets his freaking bike robbed. Bum gets run over by a car. They can't freaking catch him. Uh-oh. End of the day. Closing up shop. Is everybody back? Alright. Not the Nina tapes. If you think you need a couple of extra hands tomorrow, you can order any cop to come in and work overtime. But if they're working flat out, they'll be much more exhausted. Somebody's bound to make a mistake. I don't think we need to order anybody to come in and work overtime. We still got all of Shift A. What the fuck? Why do we have a zombie on the freaking police force? Jesus Christ. Maybe you should retire.
Used to be when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office.
Wubba
he liked to
lubba
grumble and crack wise.
31 months
Nowadays, he
deserves a
doesn't have the
PP
strength for
touch.
it.
MMK.
Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years, he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point, every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Pepe has been touched.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Oof. Sand. Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
But Jack. What's up, Sene? Thanks for the sub love there, Santos. Appreciate it, bud. Alright, what do we got? Francis Kendrick announces retirement date. Construction of Cinema Museum postponed again. Legendary singer Gennaro Crespo comes to Freeburg. Start up the hoopty. Sounds good, Dragon. I'm in. Alright. When a police officer is too tired to be effective, he will ask for a day off. Sometimes officers request day offs even when they're at full strength. Some of the reasons you'll hear are far-fetched, while some are very serious. Don't overindulge your subordinates, but don't antagonize them either. Remember that everybody's got secrets, and you've got to make sure these guys have your back. Roy. Why is Roy wearing earrings? That doesn't look like a Roy. That looks more like I don't know what. So Roy, let me read this. Maybe Roy wants to use the ladies' room and maybe belongs in the men's room. I don't know. The last few months I've been taking antidepressants 3 times a day, but today I ran out of my prescription. Farmer said they'd be getting more in tomorrow, but I'm afraid without the pills, I'm not going to be much good. My mind keeps digging up all kinds of disturbing thoughts. Can I go home? Yeah, but come in tomorrow. Birch! You old fuck. You fucking alcoholic, Birch. I know Gun Paws. It's called Magic. That's her last name? Okay, Trump. That makes sense. Okay. That makes a little more sense. Roy will kill someone today. I drank too much. I don't think I can hold it together. Can I go home? No. Just because you dread, listen, we've all had it's a hard life as a zombie, right, Merle? Just because we had a fucking a bender the night before, let's get together. It's the biography of the corrupt LAPD, life in hell, yes. In addition to their performance rating, police officers also possess rank. Employees begin at the lowest rank and can be elevated in rank with 1, 2, or 3 stripes. Once a week, you can pass out stripes and improve the rank of any employee. If you think that no one is worthy of the honor, some week you could postpone the ceremony until later. Insignias won't go out until your people are ready. Birch Jr. So wait, we got senior and junior. Employees of rank not only increase in professionalism, but also learn to command. Whenever a ranking officer is on the scene, his or her colleagues are more likely to perform better than usual. Sometimes when a cop gets ranked, they start thinking more seriously about their service. Because this can mean less drinking and more time spent on the job. Some of them might even turn out to be dependable. All right. All right, let's do this. Let's go get some. Freiburg isn't one of those cities where you can listen to what they say or nothing at all. You can always select any song from your collection and play it at this time. Just like in real life, well, the life of your grandfather. All right. Gun pause. No, not really. What do we got here? Can we do a little test run? Sweet Ginger Green. Bud Meets Bob. Sing 'em. Ooh, Don't You Leave Me Here. Billabong. Nocturne in B major. Do a little Nocturne in B major. Let's learn how to hire and fire cops. Oof, who's getting fired today? Welcome back, Zell. The labor market. You have a certain number of paid job openings for which you can hire any available applicant. Job slots are separated between officers and detectives. Alright, so I got a slot for each. Hire for shift A. Want to free up a slot? Time to fire somebody. Well, she's old and wanted to go home. Let's fire the fucking alcoholic. If you have legal grounds for the termination, no one will ask any questions. You might need to fire them anyway. Legality be damned, but that could land you in additional proceedings. Your other staff will become more worried about keeping their jobs than they are about actually doing their jobs. Another way to free up slots is to have a police officer killed, but that's not really a valid option, right? Who says? What's up, Mitters? What's up, Hurricane? Why isn't it a valid option? Fire illegally. Didn't come to work. Came to work drunk. Too old. Failed 3 assignments in a row. Came to work drunk. Son of a bitch. So wait, it says that I have... Oh, I see. Hire for shift B. There we go. And then we've got room for 1 detective on shift A. Cool. So we didn't even actually have to fire that dude. Alright, it's putting some work. Vandalism. Vandalism. A frightening call from a local cathedral this morning. The abbot discovered that someone had entered the cemetery during the night. The old yard's tombstones are painted with satanic symbols and some have been broken in pieces. It seems there are even marks from a shovel, but the abbot wouldn't say no mo. No mo. Send you, and we're going to send you with Birch. Am I going to play No Man's Sky? Yes. You can keep firing? Vandalism. What's with the vandalism? Businessman Harley Jones, looking out his window, saw 2 teenagers scratching offensive slogans on his new car. That's not good. Putting Birch to work, even though he's getting fired. He needs to be fired before he bites someone and the virus spreads. Alright, what do we got? Fender escaped. You guys suck. Put in some more work. Suspicious individual. Eddie's Burgers. A waitress named Mila reports that she just served a chicken, Eddie, and a Diet Coke to a dangerous criminal who she'd seen on television just this morning. The culprit is sitting at a window eating the burger. Fudge. Alright. Don't screw this up. Woo, 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 woo. Fender caught. Officers unharmed. Boom. Birch still putting in work. Now he's getting the can. Being old is a valid I saw that. Ah, the waitress had mistaken retired Officer Frank Nero for the fugitive in question. Fucking bitches be crazy, man. I'm telling you. Bitches be crazy. King Louis nightclub. Really? My bouncer stuffed himself with Mexican food again and now he can't get off the can. Meantime, the line outside the club is stretching around the block. Need someone outside who can tell the cool guys from the punks. Really? We'll send Robbins. Robbins looks like he can tell the cool guys from the punks, doesn't he? He's got his little goatee going on. Never be acceptable, by the way. Ate too much Mexican food, is now stuck on the toilet. Christ.
11:11.
Christopher G. Sand, Ice Arena. Anonymous call just came in. A clown carrying balloons at the skating rink is selling crack to teenagers. Oh, yeah. Fucking clowns, man. These fucking clowns. Alright, we're going to send Grant and Vandal. Try and send some of these lower tier officers.
4:11 in progress.
Sorry, Chief, but I quit. What? In one night, I pulled in more cash than I earned in a month working at this dump. Mr. Sorkin said he wouldn't mind taking me on. I guess I just wasn't cut out to be a cop. Motherfucker! Fuck you, Robbins, you prick. Well, at least I made $4,500. Suicide threat. All right, Stovall, and we'll send Birch Jr. Birch, you're out. Birch Jr., you're in. A naked man carrying a canister of gasoline has threatened to set himself on fire unless his favorite chewing gum becomes popular again. So just go buy a whole bunch of his chewing gum and be like, look, dude, we found a whole bunch of your gum, dude. Killing it. He's a crazy person. What's up, Zane? It's all good, Hunter. Yeah, it's getting better, man. Mother fudgesicles. So we lost somebody from what? Robbins is out. Can I rescind Birch's firing? What if I don't want him to be fired anymore? Glenn Gay, you're in. You made it to the show, my friend. Hold on. Hey. Yeah.
Looks like we have a situation here.
Shocker. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I've been home for over an hour. I'm not shocked. Alright. Okay. The stream says hi. Okay, bye. She says hi. Alright, police arrive. The clown is seen making balloon animals for kids. Take the clown into the ice and round up any witnesses. Carefully watch the clown from the stands. Cover him in a raincoat and pretend to be an illicit customer. Ooh. God, you kidding me? What's wrong with you guys? Shooting the clown should be a valid option. These guys suck, man. I thought they were supposed to be reliable at 150 or higher. At least these guys got him. This guy's crushing it. Stovall. Can't believe the clown got away. Alright. Robespierre to reveal his identity when the time is right. Feminist organization denied official registration. Enemies using feminists to destroy Freiburg. Interesting. Scratch that ass.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, but according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots. In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene, or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all three of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact.
What kind of pact?
The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin. Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
Dude, let her go. Tinder that shit up. I did. She's a frisky old lady. Alright. The last few months I've been taking antidepressants 3 times a day, but today my prescription read same thing? No. This was the same thing you did yesterday. I should have fired you. Yeah, you can go home. Mm-hmm. You can go home. Yeah, put in work, kids. See how it works. All right. Which song we're gonna go with today? Go with Little Bud Meets Bob. Too old. Nah, we're gonna let Roy stay. We'll deal with this shit later.
12 in progress.
Destruction of property. City Hall. Member of the city's clean crew saw an elderly man approaching some expensive cars in the parking lot carrying a long iron rod, but the whole street could hear him shouting, "Bastards, thieves, bloodsuckers!" Alright, Old Lady Price. Old Lady Price. Sending you in with Yancey. Someone commits a serious crime and flees the scene. The case goes to your detectives. Hashtag Fire Roy. They investigate the crime scene, interview witnesses, and gather whatever information seems pertinent. One of your detectives will be the lead investigator on the case. You can assign additional detectives to any case who work under the lead investigator's subordinates. The more professional the lead investigator, the more effective the team. Alright, you're taking the lead, Toots. Alright, what do we got going on here? Carjacking. Gas station sprays camera recorded a car that's on the stolen vehicles list. Uh-oh. Sending 4 officers on this. This is gonna be dangerous. Homicide investigation has started. Really? Air Graham drove. They drove in a by a sedan. They shot like a machine gun. I didn't see much. They interviewed witnesses, collected evidence from the scene, and pursuing the investigation. Expect results. That's not good. I only heard a few muffled shots. He got what he deserved. He's been causing trouble for a long time. Recently, there's been lots of cursing and carrying on. I don't remember the car, and the neighborhood was quiet. I've never heard any shots. Police these days don't do nothing. I almost died myself. Went to buy some medicine. Was nearly hit by some idiot's car. Black activist Ronnie Moore was found shot outside his home. Fender cop, destruction of property. Old lady price, moving on up. Fire all black cops. Oh shit. A racist gang has recently made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople, beating them to death. They recently sent a message to the local radio station, promising to kill all black doctors, firemen, and police. We don't need any more dead police, especially not mere months before the election. The racists are gaining more and more followers, and even some of our citizens support them. You'll have to fire all your black employees over the next 2 days due to mounting racial tension. What? What? Well, the good news is no! He's like my best employee. Oh, this is bullshit. What's up, Henry's? Freaking Stonewall is my freaking best one. Of Trumpistan. You know what? We're gonna hold off. See what happens if I don't. I'm gonna see what happens if I don't do it. Tell them to go fuck themselves. And we'll bring in the SWAT, kick their ass. Suspicious individual. Corey Ramsey, mother of several children, has expressed her concerns over a suspicious man wearing bifocals, seated on a bench outside a playground. He's been watching the children for over an hour and has taken several photographs of them. Creepy motherfucker. Alright, carjacking. The driver's nowhere to be seen. Got your ass. Yeah, I just don't see a reason to freaking fire all my black cops. It's way worse to... It pisses the mayor off, but as long as you keep the town under control, the consequences aren't too bad. It's way worse to fire them illegally. Okay. Alright. Come on.
1210 complete.
Alright. No more touching the little peepees. No more touching the little peepees. Dragon's Lair Club. I'm opening Freeburg's first martial arts club. For my first exhibition, I want to hold a sparring match where one of my students takes on your toughest cop. After the fight, I'll teach your man a few tricks, something that will help him out on the streets. We're totally sending Old Lady Price. This is too perfect. We have to send Old Lady Price. Problem is I'm trying to make money, and if I send Old Lady Price, there's a chance that she fails. Alright, let's see. Fuck it. Let's just see how it goes. Old Lady Price. She's gonna bring in some fucking Hadouken shit. Hadouken! Hadouken! Alright, how's this coming along? Your detectives present frames, different versions of what might have happened to the crime scene. You got three new frames. Alright. They get it wrong half the time, but a good cop can separate fact from fiction. If they know how to look at the case material, the more professional the detectives working on the investigation, the better their instinct. To get to your suspects, you'll need to figure out the true sequence of events at the crime scene, using the frames you think likely, sometimes with a little guesswork thrown in. If you add it all up, but the sequence fails, you're probably telling the wrong story. That looks about right, right? Let's try that way. I feel like... Alright, there we go. When an investigation pans out, you'll have yourself a suspect. Sometimes there's more than one, but in this case, your detective is narrowed down to a single candidate. Travis Horton, a known racist who already has several previous convictions. Your detectives have information on the whereabouts of suspects. Sometimes there might be a number of locations to choose from. To carry out the arrest, 2 officers must escort the lead investigator to apprehend the suspect. If the lead investigator is not on duty, the arrest will have to wait, but remember, the fugitives won't sit patiently until your schedule clears. Also remember that criminals react in different ways. A frightened thief is likely to surrender as soon as the game is up. A brutal killer might want to see just how many he can take with him. With more dangerous criminals, it's safer to send experienced officers and even a SWAT team if you see fit. We're sending SWAT, baby. Actually, we're not going to do that, because if I send you, he'll see a freaking black officer and freak out. Fight. Bartender reports a couple dancers started fighting over tips and a cat fight broke out. You guys go deal with those bitches. I'm telling you, bitches be crazy, man. Almost every single one of these. Some way, shape, or form, bitches be crazy. A bartender reported the fight was broken out between a patron and bar bouncer. The man, apparently drunk, had climbed on the stage while a local singer was performing and tried to sing a duet with her. Alright, you guys go deal with that. Chief, I just about nailed the Jap... What? Are you fucking kidding me? What? Chief, I just about nailed the Jap a couple of times, but he was too fast for me and won on points. I don't really understand all their rules, so I can't keep track of points very well, but he was alright. Even showed me a few tricks after the match. I got carried away a little and pulled my back, thinking I could have the day off. Old Lady Price put in some work, son. Old Lady Price bumped up by 110 freaking reliability.
Officer on scene.
Look at this. Stripper fight, stripper fight, stripper fight, stripper fight, stripper fight. On the stage are 2 strippers going at it, and it's gone beyond arguing to a full-on catfight. The bouncer's fast asleep. Clearly too wasted to handle the situation. The drunken patrons are happily watching the fight. Listen, girls, cut the crap or this is going to get serious. Shut off the music and turn up the lights. Oh. Strippers continue fighting. Obviously, the police, oblivious to the police presence. Watch the strippers go at it. Don't interfere. Oh! Ask the bartender for a bucket of cold water and throw it at the combatants. How can we not do this? How can we not do this?
311A complete.
That's Perfect. Cool down, bitches. Got your ass. Got your ass. Case closed. You were able to arrest all suspects. Boom. Beautiful. One more. Oh, starting to put in some work here. The ice bucket challenge. That's right, Bardsman. Old Lady Price. Putting in work. She gets the day off. Give her the day off. No, I'm not going to order you to work tomorrow.